Hey guys, Zach here, and welcome back to another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Jurassic World Legacy Collection Pteranodon. Now, of course, this version of the Pteranodon comes from the third film in the Jurassic Park franchise, which I've kind of talked about before, but in case you are new and you don't know my thoughts, I think Jurassic Park 3, in my opinion, is the worst in the franchise. There are some good things about it. In fact, the aviary scene in that movie was very good. That, and I like the inclusion of the Ceratosaurus. Even though it was there for kind of a poop joke, I still think that, the Ceratosaurus and the Pteranodon scene were two of the best things about this movie. But the rest of the movie, I really didn't like. But, yeah. Anyway, yeah, so with all that out of the way, let's get into this. So, starting off with the paint. The painting on this figure is actually very nice and looks a lot like the Pteranodon from Jurassic Park 3, which, again, looks really good. Most of the body is this grayish color, but we do have some hints of a darker shade of gray at the end of the wings right here, and on the feet, and even on the head, which looks very nice. And speaking of the head, we also do get some orange, which looks very nice as well. And if we take a closer look at the eyes, we can see that they are painted yellow with black pupils, and we do get some black around the eyes as well, which again does look very nice. And of course, we do have the scan code right here. And we have the new Jurassic World logo right here. And that is it for the painting on this figure. Not a lot, but the painting that's here looks very nice and looks very accurate to the Pteranodon from Jurassic Park 3. So the painting on this figure definitely gets a pass. Now take a look at the articulation, and the articulation on this figure, a little below average, but considering, the sculpt of the figure itself and the actual design, there's, nothing really surprising about that. So the head is on a ball joint, and the mouth can open pretty wide, maybe a little too wide, but yeah. And if you push this button right here, the wings will flap up and down. So, yeah. Which is a cool little touch. So, yeah. And honestly, that's pretty much it for the articulation on this figure. Not a lot, but considering the size and actual design of this figure, there shouldn't need to be a lot of articulation. I think the articulation here is fine. In fact, we don't really need a ball joint at the neck, but they kind of gave that to us anyway, which is honestly a nice little touch. So, honestly, I'd say that the articulation on this figure, not a lot, but for what it is, it's still nice. So, it gets a pass. Now I'll take a look at the sculpt, and the sculpting on this figure is pretty much perfect. I have no complaints about the sculpt at all. This looks exactly like the Pteranodon from Jurassic Park 3. I guess if I have one nitpick, I guess the crest on the back of his head, that might be a little too short, but I feel like that's probably just my memory failing me. It was probably this short in the movie, but yeah. And what's really nice is that they actually sculpted in teeth on this figure, which is a nice touch. The actual animal in real life didn't have teeth, but Jurassic Park 3, the Pteranodon, did have teeth, so it's accurate to the Jurassic Park 3 continuity, but not so much in real life, but yeah. Then again, since one is Jurassic Park accurate anyway. But anywho, that is pretty much it for the sculpting on this figure. No complaints, the sculpting on this figure is very nice, so the sculpting here definitely gets a pass. Now I'll take a look at the detailing, and the detailing is very nice as well. So going to the head, we have some very nice detailing. We have a lot of creasing and whatnot, and even some musculature in the neck right here, which looks very nice. And even the detailing inside the mouth is very nice as well. I know this is more for the paint, but it would have been nice if the teeth were painted, but that's just me. They are very small, so I do understand why they weren't. So, yeah. The detailing on the underside of the body looks very nice as well. A lot of creasing, which does look nice. Legal information, and we have a lot of veins in the wings as well, which actually looks very nice. Especially on the top of the wings. That looks very nice. And we even have some musculature on the back as well. Nice creasing. Everything here is nicely defined, as well as the feet. And that is pretty much it for the detailing on this figure. The detailing on this figure, pretty good. So the detailing here, I'd say gets a pass. So at the end of the day, should you get this? I'd say yeah. If you like Jurassic Park 3, then I feel like this is a nice figure for you. It's not the best figure I've seen from the Jurassic World line, but this is still a very nice figure, and yeah, if you're buying this for a kid, then I feel like they'll have fun with this, but if you're buying this for, as a collector, then probably get a stand, because, this isn't a flying pose and there's no way to get it in, like, a land pose, or, you could kind of do that, or, like, something like that, but kind of, like, droops over. So either get a stand or figure something out, but, yeah. Either way, this is a pretty good figure. In terms of prices, again, this figure I believe retailed for about like 10 or 15 bucks, which isn't bad. Again, there are scalpers on eBay. These aren't available in Target anymore, so eBay is your best bet. So, yeah. Definitely go for the cheapest price, but if you want to know how big this figure is, here it is next to Dr. Billy Grant. And really quick, I just want to say, the other figures I reviewed in this line, like the Pachycephalosaurus and the baby Tyrannosaurus, to me they felt a little too big, but the Pteranodon here actually feels a little too small to me. But that's just me. Also, it's actually pretty funny seeing, or not funny, but it's pretty cool seeing a Jurassic Park 3-like figure with a Jurassic Park 3 inspired Pteranodon. It's funny because I actually don't like that movie, but yeah. Anyway, that is it for today. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, Zek out.